everyone, welcome to today's video. If you're new here, my name is Maria Wendt, and on this channel, I talk about everything that you need in order to grow a successful coaching business. Things like getting more clients, making more money, showing up at the right time, saying the right thing to the right people. Today, we've got a really interesting, hopefully helpful video. This video is for you if your significant other does not support you. Now, I've got husband here on the board, but this could be partner, this could be boyfriend, this could be any significant other. If they don't support you, what do? So I've got 3 key things that you should be doing. And in the meantime, if you are new to this channel, hit the subscribe button to join our community. I put new videos out every Thursday on things to make money, things to scale, things to draw in the right clients, essentially everything you need to grow your business. So if you don't want to miss any of those videos, hit the subscribe button and turn on the little bell to join our #notification gang. So I want to start this out by saying that I am by no means a relationship counselor. I am by no means a therapist. I am married and I have been with my significant other for about 7 years now. So I have a little bit of insight on this, and I just want to share my thoughts on this. This is Maria's thoughts, Maria's opinion, but I get this question a lot. My husband doesn't support my business. My significant other doesn't support my business. What should I do? And the first thing I want to say is I just want to kind of honor that. It can be really disappointing to have the person that we love the most not support us or not show us the encouragement and support that we think we need. So if your husband doesn't support you, know that you're not alone. There's a lot of women that come to me with that. It's okay. It's going to get better. It's going to be okay. And here are the 3 things that I would recommend you do in order to move the needle forward. Number 1, and I'm trying to put this into words here, but you have to kind of understand there's different levels of not support. So some people's significant others are like, I'll believe it when I see it. Right? So they're not actively rooting against you, but they're also very skeptical that it could work. That's discouraging because we want our significant others to believe in us. We want them to root for us. You know, I can truthfully say my husband's always supported me. He's always rooted for me, but that's not always the case. You know, we don't always get that. So the first thing you really need to do is kind of, the word would be like distinguish or sort out the kind of lack of support. And the reason for that is the plan of attack is going to be different depending on the kind of support you're not receiving. So if your husband is extremely aggressive about this, if he's very much like, it will never happen for you and you're never going to get clients and this is all hogwash and it's BS, your next step, and I'm going to write this down, your next step, I'm going to do like 2A. We'll do 2A here, okay? Because there's going to be 2 different plans of attack. If your husband is super aggressive and is saying things like, you're never going to get clients, it's never going to work for you, this female entrepreneurship industry is a bunch of BS, no one ever makes money with it, you just stop talking about it. Just shut up and don't talk about it with him. So just keep it to yourself. And the reason for that is, every time you have a conversation in which you try to persuade your husband that this is going to work, it just tears down your resolve and it tears down your belief. So if your husband's actively saying things like, it's not going to work for you, it's not going to pan out, you're never going to do it. I had this one client who, and she's given me permission to share this, but I had this one client who every single morning when she woke up, her husband would say, oh, are you getting a client today? Did you get a client today? What are you doing to get a client today? Every freaking morning. And so it really beat down her mindset, frankly. And so if your husband's that aggressive, lack of belief, where he's actively telling you, again, husband, significant other, boyfriend, partner, whatever it could be, keep it to yourself. Because every time you try to persuade him that it's going to work, it's just an opportunity for your dreams to get teared down. If your husband is more, we'll see, it might not work, but good luck, I hope it works out for you, that's not exactly supportive, but it's not, malicious. It's just a bit cynical, I guess you could say. And he's not coming at it from a place of wanting to tear you down or wanting to make you feel small. He just doesn't get it. And that's a different kind. This is a lot more common. Most people's significant others aren't actively rooting against you. They aren't actively trying to tear you down. They just don't quite get it. And maybe they haven't been in a bunch of Facebook groups. They haven't surrounded themselves by the kind of opportunities and people and mantras and mindset work that we've done. So if you've got a husband or a significant other that isn't actively tearing you down, so he's not over here in this aggressive camp, but he's kind of like, babe, don't get your hopes up. Probably not going to work. It's interesting because it's the same exact advice, which is to keep it to yourself. I think it's good that we still distinguish this though, because these are 2 different kinds of lack of support. The advice though is going to be the same. And the reason for that is if you have this lack of support, if your husband's like optimistic but doesn't quite get it, then you can progress on to number 3, okay? So in this case, just keep it to yourself and really, frankly, you might want to reassess your relationship. I don't want to say that I'm not a relationship counselor, but if your husband's actively tearing you down, that's a bit toxic. So do some assessment, do some soul searching here. If your husband is more just like, good luck, babe, I hope it works out for you, but I don't really get it, I don't really understand. So he's not actively supporting. So for example, my husband, super supportive, rooting for me. He gets the industry. He's a team member. He's on my team. Not everyone has that though, but you still don't have someone actively tearing you down. If that's the case, then you progress on to number 3, which is actions plus results plus time equals support and belief. Okay. The thing is, I can't speak for everyone's significant others, but most people's significant others, they like to see actions. They like to see results, and they like to see that you're really committed. So if you want your husband's support, keep it to yourself and start taking action, start getting results, and give it time. You do this enough, you're gonna have a husband or significant other go from, good luck, hope it works out for you, to you're a freaking rock star. Don't give up. Don't quit. Keep going. How can I help? So actions, you showing up consistently, you doing the work, you not quitting. How can your husband believe in you or support you or do that if you aren't even doing that for yourself? So you're showing up, you're doing action on a consistent daily basis. You're going to start to see results from that. You do these 2 things and give it enough time, he is going to be supportive and he is going to believe in you. So to recap, if your husband is struggling to support you, if he doesn't support your business, here's what you need to do. Number 1, sort out the lack of support. Figure out, is it aggressive, tearing me down, a little toxic? In which case, keep it to yourself and do some assessment and soul searching. If it's just, he doesn't really understand it, he doesn't really get it, you wouldn't qualify him as supportive, but he's not actively tearing you down, move on to step number 3, which is to do consistent action, get some results, and leave it over time. I will never forget that client I mentioned earlier when she was working with me, right? So she was a client and she got her first 4K pay in full sale. I will never forget the shift that happened, not just for her, but also for her husband. Because she had been taking the action consistently, she saw some results and he was kind of like, okay, this could be something. So you have to show up, you have to see some results and give it time, and then you're gonna be fine. So hopefully this video was encouraging to you. That's my goal, you're not alone, okay? You're not alone. A lot of people are going through something very similar. Your job is sort out what's going on, keep it to yourself either way. Just stop talking about it is my point. You talk and you talk and you talk and you talk and you're trying to persuade him. Save your energy, focus on actions, produce some results, and give it time. And with time, he is going to be supportive. And I mean, 6-7 years later, I can truthfully say that my business partner and my biggest supporter, my rock in all of this is my husband. So give it time, and that's what you'll end up being. So hopefully this was helpful. If you have any questions about this, if you want to share your story, if you want to offer encouragement to other women who might be in a similar situation, drop that all in the comments below, and I will see you in the next video. If you want more videos like this, click that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one.